Thank you. Thank you. Really well today. Thank you for asking. Kid Rock is lashing out at Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake. Usher gets tough as nails on The Voice. And Courtney Love's name is swirling around as the next big reality show judge. You know I've got an opinion about all of the above. Let's talk about it and more. It's time for Hot Topics. Oh, that's right, I forgot. It's supposed to be 70 degrees here in New York, so you've got... yeah, I forgot. Yes. Anyway, welcome to the show. I'm glad you're watching. I did not watch Dancing with the Stars last night, but alas, D.L. Hughley was the one sent home. Yeah. D.L. and his distrustful, beady eyes. There's something about him, you know? Anyway, D.L. was upbeat about being sent home. He even cracked a couple of jokes at the judge's expenses. Take a look.
What are you going to miss about this?
It's just Cheryl, but I just want to say I watched Leann, I watched you doing the package, and you need to work on your hip action. And the hip action, the hip replacement that Bruno said I should have, I'm willing to you. That's what I'm doing.
Thank you.
But I've had a ball. I'm playing with house money. Thank you, team, DL and Cheryl, for keeping us in this long. I've had a ball.
In the meantime, over at The Voice, Usher has proven that he really does take his job seriously. He was not amused when one of his singers on his team laughed during rehearsal. I've got the footage, I'll show you, and then we'll talk. Hit it.
What's funny?
Nothing.
Why are you smiling?
No reason.
This is funny to you?
Not at all.
After his first run-through, I really didn't think it was great at all. And here he is laughing.
This is a battle. And you gotta take this serious, man.
I know I'm better than what I put forward today, and I think Usher knows that. That's just why he was, so hard on me.
I must tell you something. If Mariah Carey behaved like that over on American Idol, maybe we'd find her more interesting. I'm sorry. I am so sorry for having a very strong opinion about that, Mariah, but I'm telling you, you have been a disappointment. However, Usher, this is what we like to see in our judges. This is what we want. And the laughter didn't help because that singer ended up getting sent home. Laugh, will you? You better take it seriously. In the meantime, because we like our judges to be a particular way. I'm not speaking for everybody, but since I'm the only one with the microphone and the purple chair, I'm talking. Usher, love you as a judge. Courtney Love, I hope that it's true what I'm hearing about you, because you would be great on X Factor. First, I'll read a statement, and then I'll share my opinion as to why I think she'd be great. That's a good picture of her. Gee. Anyway, Courtney is saying, they're looking for me to be a judge on one of these talent shows. I always said I would never, ever, ever do one, but I'm not talking about the one judging dogs. I think she means America's Got Talent. The one judging dogs. It's the other one. I don't want to say the name of it. If Ellen DeGeneres can be a judge, I mean, hello? All right, first of all, they're being sensitive. That wasn't a mean thing to say. It's a true thing to say. We talked about this already. Ellen has already talked about it. She thought she could be a good judge on American Idol, but she's too kind to be, kind-spirited, to be mean-spirited and say it like Usher. But Anyway, Courtney, I think that you'd be great. I'm assuming you're talking about X Factor. There are a couple of chairs open, but I don't want to... Courtney, it's not this Courtney I want to see when you get the job. It's this one. Uh-huh. Right? All messy, a little cuckoo, ashtray, the clothes, the smeared makeup. That's the one. And by the way, Kelly Rowland is being rumored to be replacing Britney Spears on X Factor, according... Then we agreed to disagree, co-host. I'll tell you why. First of all, good dress, Kelly. That's good. I love Kelly Rowland. I think she's very talented, and I know she was on UK X Factor, and they say that she told it and said it like she meant it, which is great. But, you know, most of our entertainers do stuff, you know, like really sassy and really are outspoken. They do different, more exciting stuff overseas. When they come back here, like I picture Kelly to not want to be tough as nails over here because it's the American audience. We're her people, and she's going to want to be kind. And, you know, she's going to sit there and be like Mariah. When we need more, we need more Simon Cowells. Come on, you guys. Don't lie. You missed that. We need more Simon Cowells. We need more Paula Abduls. You know, to me, they were the perfect judges, together, separately, whatever. Anyway, and Kelly, for you, all I want you to do is find a count. And every once in a while, not like a full Kelly Rowland's album, and I don't want you to be a judge on one of the shows over here. I want the best for you, but I want you to get it by doing like one of those David Guetta songs. Every 6 months it comes out, you know, and then you find that count, in other words, an older, wealthy man from Europe someplace to really, you know, spend coins and take care of our girl, even though I know she's got her own money, but then, you know, then have a baby like your girl B, and just chillax and be beautiful. Yeah. And then, oh my gosh. So yesterday I was telling you that Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne's marriage may be in trouble. Weren't you watching? Okay, so you remember the story. Okay, good. I love that about you. There's more to the story. But I'll back up, and just in case you were busy doing something you weren't watching yesterday. Look, okay, there are reports that Sharon has moved out of the mansion and is staying in a hotel. And I thought, you know, the first thing you think of when people do stuff like that is cheating. Only, I don't picture these guys. I just can't picture either one of them having sex with each other or anybody else. Do you know what I mean? Listen, we've talked about this before. Be honest, don't you ever look at people and wonder if they're getting it and you know, and if they're getting it, do they love it or whatever? I just think their time is over. I'm sure, you know, back in the day, but now they're busy doing things. Anyway, so she's living in the hotel. It turns out cheating wasn't involved. He was getting high and boozing again. He admitted it on Twitter. I know, don't you love him being open like that? He's since been sober, as of yesterday, 44 days. So today is the 45th day. Good luck. No. There's more to the story. Ozzy also seems to be hinting that there are more issues in their relationship. Again, I dial back and I'm like, cheating? No. I was right. No. He recently told the Daily Sun that Sharon is obsessed with, and he said it like this, the showbiz lifestyle. She so seems like the type. More so than him. And then he goes on to say this. The idea of doing that Osbourne show that used to be on MTV and we'd all watch it, back in 2002, that was her idea. Ozzy said that he hated becoming famous for being a celebrity rather than a singer. Well, you could tell by this picture, there's one of their kids are missing. They've got an older sister named Amy, and she wanted no part of those shenanigans back then. And every once in a while, she would pass through the kitchen, but you'd see her from the back. She had black hair. And then if you noticed, when the Osbourne show left TV, Jack got himself married, got a baby, and faded into normalcy. And Kelly seems to enjoy it, but not like her mother. Like Sharon, you do seem like you're obsessed. I'll tell you, you have a lot in common in my head. You always have with who's that other obsessed one? Kris Jenner, and not in a good way. And Ozzy, thank you for speaking out, because Bruce is not allowed to talk to us. Okay, so now, Chris Rock is upset with Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake. Excuse me, Kid Rock. The white one, not the black one. Anyway, look. Kid Rock is obsessed with Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake. Now, before I tell you the story, I want you to know that everybody's friends with each other, but you're allowed to be upset with your friends, otherwise you'd be phony, right? Okay, so Kid Rock is saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce's ticket prices are ridiculous for their upcoming tour. He's calling them highway robbery. One ticket for their New York concert alone here in the city, $225. Please, going up as high as $625. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not that desperate to see anybody for $225, much less $625. You know, I think that Kid Rock is dead on. So I'm thinking in my mind as I'm reading the article, okay, so what are you going to do about it? And then I keep reading and I see, Kid Rock has announced that he's slashing ticket prices at his own shows to $20. Cheaper, including the parking and the beer. Oh, right, Suzanne? Right? I have to tell you, there's something, I've always said this, though, there's something hot about Kid Rock, don't you think? Yeah. Yes, right? And you know when he was really hot? Remember he did that video for the song Alabama? That was around the time that he was also messing around with Pam Anderson. And he had all the girls out there and they're jumping in the water. He just seems so easy breezy. And he's worth $37 million. So I guess he figures, you know, he's made his money off the back of his fans, and this is his way of giving back. I think that more people should take suit, you performers. I mean, you know, people want to come to see a show. They shouldn't have to pay so much. You didn't pay anything to get in here, did you, audience? Yeah. You know, in LA, they pay the audiences like $50 to come, yeah, and sit in the studio audience of shows. It's very, very funny because people always ask me, how much does it cost to come see your show? I'm like, it's free. Go to wendyshow.com. Speaking of expensive tickets, Beyonce is on her tour, you know, the Mrs. Carter World Tour. She was in Serbia on Monday night, and she performed 23 songs, still not worth $225 or $625. That is a lot of money, you guys. That's a lot. And she gives a show. Beyonce and Madonna, you get your money's worth, but don't rob your fans. Anyway. I have to say, so far, I haven't heard any complaints from Beyonce's fans because they probably like, you know, the singing, the dancing, and especially her costuming. What she's wearing is making headlines. It's our hot shot of the day. Take a look. I wish I could wear that here on this show. It's so good. It's not see-through. It's designed by the Blondes. They did a lot of her tour costumes. And I know, like, Stuart Weitzman did all of her shoes. Because normally I know a lot of Stuart Weitzman. I love Stewie's. But sometimes when you think of Stewie's, you think a little bit more conservatively. But he's doing her shoes, and she's wearing her blonde thing, and it's all beaded and good. And the thing that people were complaining about with this particular costume is, you know, she's also performing in front of kids. I don't know who's taking their kids to a concert for $225. That's all I'm saying. But, you know, she's performing in front of kids. And I get that. You know, if you take your 10-year-old and some of the 10-year-old friends and Beyonce comes out like that. This is a great costume, but it's probably more for a smoke-filled, booze-filled room in Atlantic City where she's performing for just adults. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. If you're watching at home, get ready to go to wendyshow.com because I'm running a survey. Okay. No, I'm going to tell you about it, and then I'm going to give the results at the end. Okay. Leann Rimes and Eddie Cibrian may be headed to TV. Reportedly, they are trying to sell a sitcom based on their life together. Okay, whoa. Don't judge yet. They would be playing versions of themselves like Curb Your Enthusiasm. And according to Us Weekly, the show is going to feature a crazy ex-wife inspired by the real-life drama between Eddie and Brandy. You guys like that idea? Well, then we agree to disagree, because I don't. I'm sorry. We are so not agreeing with each other today. But it's good, though. You come here, you say it like you mean it. We won't judge you. So I am not agreeing with my co-host, and I'm going to tell you why. Nobody wants to see a sitcom with laugh tracks and them acting it out. In Touch Weekly magazine, apparently their readers agreed with me also, because they did a poll. Would you like to see the Eddie and Leann show? 74% of people said no, they wouldn't watch. Only there wasn't a space to fill out your reasons. See, I always like to know reasons. So in my mind, I'm going to tell you what I think a lot of people are thinking. We don't want to see a sitcom and laugh tracks. We want to see the real life drama. So what you need to do, go to wendyshow.com and just vote yes or no, or however you vote. Look, what you need to do, Leann, is you need to sign up for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That way, Leann, we can see you and the real Brandy really going at it without fist fighting. Don't turn us off. Just argue, you know. And then, Eddie, you just pass through the kitchen every once in a while with a steamy squint at the camera, and I'll wink back at the TV. And then the girls can get back to arguing. So the question that I have at wendyshow.com is, wouldn't you rather see, or however you phrased it, however they phrased it. I was busy getting dressed, so I don't know how they posted it. But just look, go to wendyshow.com and answer the survey, and then I'll give you the results at the end. Demi Moore's big mouth friends are still worried about her. Well, Demi's 50, and she's been having a hard time in life. And we talk about it here on Hot Topics, you know, and I root for her. But, you know, her friends are saying that she was recently spotted in L.A. In the streets with unshaven legs and disheveled hair. Gee, call the cops. Can you believe that people, you know, anyway, Demi recently, they're saying her recent erratic behavior, I guess including unshaven legs and disheveled hair, that behavior is almost identical to how she was acting right before she had her mental breakdown in January 2012. And then she was rushed to the hospital, you know. She was having a party, right? And doing whippets and stuff. Do you remember when you were in 8th grade? You do? Come on, I know I'm not the, come on. Anyway, allegedly. This is all alleged. But right now, I don't really see, this is an old picture of Demi. There's, you know, you come to Jersey on a Saturday, you'll see plenty of messy hair and unshaven legs. You know, you need new friends. They have big mouths. Demi, this is to me not indication that there's anything wrong with you other than that, you know, you didn't feel like shaving your legs. I wish you well in your continued quest for happiness. Yeah. Madonna's little daughter, Lourdes, is quite grown up now. And really gorgeous in a swirly way. You know, she's not straight white. She's swirled in with the Puerto Rican. So she's got Italian from Madonna and a Puerto Rican, her father. And that's her dad, Carlos. Good pick, Madonna. But look, there's Lourdes. She's only 16 years old. That's her walking down the street in New York, down in the Village, with her dad. Do you remember how dads used to be back in the day, how you'd have to wear Bermuda shorts around them? Not that Lourdes. She's got pockets showing, looks like the shorts are turned up to be real sexified and sassy. Anyway, Page 6 is reporting that 16-year-old Lourdes has a little boyfriend. Yeah, he's the actor from Homeland, Timothy Chalamet. Timothy is 17. Aren't they a cute couple? Listen. The kids were recently spotted going to dinner together, and Carlos was chaperoning her dad. Maybe he sat over at another table, you know, but he, you know, I like them as a couple. It's cute. That's what you do when you're 16 and 17. Listen, they both go to LaGuardia High School here in the city, and they're going to go to the prom together, too. I know. Am I the only one here who's never been to a prom because nobody asked me? Don't feel sorry for me. I got a talk show, honey. I'm just saying.